So you want to expand your resources and reach so that you can win bigger contracts and multiple year contracts with the federal government? Teaming is all about building relationships that are mutually beneficial and outrageously profitable. In this video, I'm sharing 7 questions for you to ask yourself, but also answer so that you can be prepared and get the most out of your teaming relationships. Hey, I'm Felicia, and I help small business owners just like you win contracts with the government. If you've been hanging out here with me on the channel, but you haven't subscribed yet, why not? It's time for you to partner with me as you're on your journey to becoming a government contractor. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and like this video. When you have deficiencies in your business, teaming with another company is one of the fastest ways to overcome any deficiencies that you may have. Students inside of my Government Contractor Accelerator program have been using teaming relationships to fast track their results to becoming a government contractor and winning their first government contract. I'm talking about Tessa, I'm talking about Arnesco, I'm talking about Tiffany, and then also Tamara. With the right team, you can take your government contracting business to the next level faster while also increasing your profits. Teaming is such an important part of growing your government contracting business that I have included an entire phase within the program, the Government Contract Accelerator, all focusing on partnerships, building relationships, teaming arrangements. All right, let's get to it. Teaming to grow and win. So the first thing I want you to consider is not so much a question, but you still need to know what are the benefits of teaming. Now, there could be a wide variety of benefits that we could just think of off the top of our heads. But as you're thinking about benefits of teaming, you want to make sure you're thinking about what would be beneficial to you. So everybody is at a different place or space in their business. And so what may benefit one company could be different from another company. Now, I'm going to give you some things that you can think about, that you can look for, and then you'll determine based on your current situation, which ones would be beneficial for you, okay? Teaming allows you to share resources, share finances, like money. You can share employees, systems, software, especially think about this. If there's a system maybe that needs to be used to provide your service and the company you're going to team with already have that system in place, they're already using it, they know how to use it, they have extra licenses, that would be definitely a benefit for you. Plus, they can teach you how to use it. You also have equipment, maybe it's certain people you need to have on your team that the other company can share those people with you. Experience is a huge one. A lot of you guys may have experience in the private sector, doing commercial projects or working with corporate, but maybe you don't have any government experience. So teaming with a company that has government experience would be great. And then just general relationships. Think about as your business begin to grow, you're taking it to the next level. What relationships will you need? Maybe it's a banker, maybe it's an insurance company, maybe it's a bonding agent. Who knows? What is it that you need? What relationships do you need to take your business to that next level? Now, this is a very important question. This is the second question. What do you want? What do you want out of the deal? So no one can really tell you what you want. You should know what you want, okay? Ideally, I would say make a list of things that you want. What do you want to get out of a teaming relationship? Start writing those things down so that when you're negotiating, that you can talk about some of those things that you're looking for and know which ones are, a must that you have to have, and some things may be just that you want them. And then 3, what do you feel you need? Like you must have this one thing in order, 1, for this relationship to work, and 2, for it to be beneficial, for both parties. So what do you need? Like it's a must. What does this deal need to include for it to be a win-win? As you're thinking of these things of what you want, what you need, what you would like to have in a deal, I also want you to keep in mind your goals. Because as you get into government contracting, a lot of opportunities may present themselves to you. But at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, will me saying yes to this particular thing help me get to my end goal? And so you always have to keep your eye on your end goal, know what your end goal is, so that as you're navigating, as you're negotiating deals, you're making sure you're getting out of the deal what you want, what you need, and what's going to help you take your business to that next level. So I want you to comment below. Do you have a company in mind that you would like to team with on a project now? Comment below, let us know. Yes or no, no or yes. Knowing what it's going to take your business to that next level faster, sooner rather than later, especially if you have deficiencies, teaming is a great way to go. So you can team, with another company where you guys are going in to, do a project together, or you may find a larger company that you can team with where they're going to give you a portion of the work. But, either works, but you need to know what's your game plan. What do you want to do to get your business to the next level? For me, in the beginning, when I started doing teaming relationships, knowing what you bring to the table is really, really huge, but also knowing what you want to get out of the deal that's going to be beneficial for you, not only for today, but down the road as you take your business to that next level. I'm telling you, you guys do not understand the importance of knowing what you need, knowing what your deficiencies are, and then also knowing how to put a deal together and negotiate to make sure it's a win-win for everyone. I always say, create relationships that's mutually beneficial and outrageously profitable, and then you'll be good to go. All right, so the fifth thing is ask yourself, what deficiencies do you have? Now, deficiencies could be across the board, different for every company. So maybe your deficiency is you need cash flow. Maybe it's that you need subcontractors, or maybe you need employees. Or maybe it's you don't know what you don't know. So, you're lacking some knowledge in key areas and you need to learn some things maybe within your business or even about government contracting. But whatever your deficiencies are, you need to identify them, because how will you fulfill them and overcome them if you don't know what they are? Now, the sixth thing I want you to ask yourself is, what deficiencies do you have that are preventing you from winning a contract? Because you could just have some general deficiencies, some things that you feel you need to overcome or that you want to work on, but you also need to know those deficiencies that are going to prevent you from winning a contract, and you must overcome those. In most cases, those type of deficiencies I see in most businesses is around people, money, and experience. So how do you plan to overcome that? Now, the seventh question I want you to ask as you're thinking about teaming with another company is, that company that you have your eye on, that you're looking at possibly doing a teaming relationship with, ask yourself, and of course you're going to have to find the answer, but do they have current opportunities that they can put you on? So do they have projects that they can put you on currently? And the reason you want to ask yourself that is because if your deficiency is experience and money, well, there you go. Two of those are solved really, really quickly with a company that has projects already and that they can put you on some of those projects. And so in asking yourself that, you want to make sure they're doing similar type of work as you, or if they're providing the product, that they provide the same type of products that you do. And also, who's their customer? Is their customer your customer? You want to see what things you have in common. So here's a bonus question I want you to ask yourself. What can your potential teaming partner bring to the table that can help your company and your relationship? Now, you're probably going to have to do some research or having conversations with those key decision makers within that company that can help you answer that question. But you need to know, what do they bring to the table that you want that's going to make the deal beneficial for you? And then on the flip side, you still have to ask yourself, what do you bring to the table that would make the relationship beneficial for them? You need to know what both parties are bringing to the table. So when you're looking at what you need and what you bring to the table and what you want from your partner, always keep in mind and know what your end goal is. What's the end goal? Because just because someone may have the cash flow they're bringing financial resources, they're bringing people, if they can't help you get to your end goal, then it's not going to work. If you don't have the same customer and do similar type of work, it's not going to work. So you need to be really, really clear on the things I shared with you here in this video today. So there you have it, the questions you need to begin asking yourself, but also answering as you move into teaming and growing your business. Don't forget to like this video, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do that. And remember, you're just one contract away. Bye for now.